Hey, what's up? So this is my video on my Metroid Memories, since it's about to be, I guess, 30 years or 29 years since this game came out originally. Um, I don't have, a specific, uh, set of memories that I can say, oh yeah, then I remember this, then I remember this. It's just more of a, I remember how we were so enthralled with this game. I grew up with one older brother who's 5 years older than me, and this was definitely his game that I was able to just watch him and maybe pick up and play when he wasn't looking, which I was fine with. That was that was part of this game. It was just as much fun to watch someone play and watch someone find a new item or a new area that you hadn't seen before. Um, it really was a an expansive game that you could just explore, and it wouldn't stop you. If you weren't powerful enough to go into an area or whatever, basically you were going to die, but it wouldn't stop you from going into a zone with very powerful enemies that were basically going to kill you. But you know that was the chance that you took. That was the risk that you took when you're playing Metroid. You might not have the right weapons that you need to get through that area, or to live. But for the most part, it would let you go wherever you wanted to go. It would let you explore whichever corridors and hallways you decided to go down. And that's what was so cool about it. It just, there was no real rules. There was nothing that says this is level 1, this is level 2, this is level 3. I mean, yeah, you have to beat Ridley and Kraid to get to the last level, so to speak, to play, to get to Mother Brain. But other than that, you could do whatever you want. I mean, that's really the only rules in this game. Can you make it out of certain holes in certain areas without the high jump boots? No, but does that say that you can play as far as you can without getting them? Yeah, and it's just that kind of game. There's no mercy. It's whatever you want to do, you can do it. Doesn't mean it's a good idea, but it's not going to stop you. That's kind of what I remember the most about it, is how you're on your own and you're exploring and you're figuring out where stuff is, and what items do what. Do you need it? Is it a good item to have? For example, the wave beam. I remember the first time we saw that, we thought that was the coolest thing. It turns out it's pretty worthless. You need the ice beam to kill the Metroids. But there again, that's a perfect example. Is it going to stop you from taking the wave beam all the way to the end? No, it's not. If you have wave beam, and you get all the way to the end, you're kind of screwed. But you could potentially do it. It's not gonna stop you. You're gonna have to go all the way back and get the ice beam. But that's exactly the kind of point I'm trying to make. I'm kind of blindly playing here, so pardon me if I'm not really getting anywhere fast. But yeah, that's kind of what I remember. And to all the young kids out there who are getting into NES and retro gaming, I would just have to say, do yourself a huge favor. If you've never played this game before, get into it. Sit down with a pen and paper and do it legit. Put down your phone. Put stay off your computer, stay off the internet. Don't look up what to do or where the items are, or whatever. Get enthralled in it yourself and do it for yourself and do it for the fun of it. There are so many different things that you can do. You can try and beat this game as quickly as possible, and get your best time without getting any weapons that you don't need. You can try collecting as many missiles as possible. Seeing if you can find all the missiles, seeing if you can get into every single possible, um, screen, every single possible level. You can do whatever you want. Just write down your passwords and keep your game going. Um, I remember finding or trying to find all the missiles and thinking, man, this game is just like endless. There's just not, there's no way to collect everything, including all of the missiles. I remember, I don't even think we knew how many missiles you could get. I still don't think I know how many total missiles you can find in this game. But that's what's so cool about it, is it just kind of like it just goes on and on and on and on and on, and it's kind of like a write your own destiny, or create your own adventure type of game. I mean, it's just that great. And the later ones are good too, Super Metroid and Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. But I mean, this game really is just, it's so awesome, and it's so like nothing else at the time. Castlevania, you had to go from level 1, 2, 3. Zelda, yeah, it was an open world experience, but basically there were items that you had to get to move on to the next levels, and so on. Like I was saying, this game is basically just play at your own risk. Get what you want and decide for yourself. Are you going to be able to make it to the end? No, but that's the way that you learn. That's the way that you have fun. So, yeah, I guess I'm kind of rambling on here, but that's what I remember. And like I said, if there's young kids out there who have never played this game, and you're getting into NES, you're getting into retro gaming, sit down, put this game in, and play it for yourself, and do it legit. I know it's so easy to just look up what to do, where to go, how to beat the bosses, etc., etc. I know how easy that is, but believe me, this game is worth it just to get lost on purpose. It's so much fun, and you'll have no idea of how expansive an 8-bit original Nintendo game can be. Like I said, this game just seems to go on and on and on. You will get lost. You will get lost in this game if you've never played this game before and you don't know where the items are and what to do. You will get lost in this game. So check it out for yourself. Definitely one of my all-time favorites, and my brother's all-time favorites. We'll still come back to this. My brother will still want to time his him beating the game. Okay, can I do it in under 40 minutes? Can I do it in under a half hour? I don't think he can, by the way, but he'll always say that. But anyway, those are my Metroid memories. So happy anniversary to the original Metroid.